So I made a video about Gary Stevenson talking bullshit on national television in the UK about wealth inequality and how taxing the rich is gonna make everybody rich, and why the government's printing $1 trillion, £1 trillion, and it all went to the rich and how it's all bullshit. And I said in that video that I'm gonna post another video about Gary Stevenson talking bullshit about Bitcoin in particular. So let's watch and let's call him out on his nonsense, on his neo-Marxist socialist nonsense. Although with Bitcoin, it has nothing to do with economics. It's more like his ignorance of Bitcoin itself. Okay, so let's watch.
If that hits zero, crypto could hit zero. I think it will hit zero.
Why do you think that?
It don't exist, mate. Listen, this is what I always say about crypto, right?
So crypto could hit zero. I don't doubt that because crypto is not Bitcoin. I've made this distinction. I think I made a video where I made the distinction clear that crypto is vastly different than Bitcoin. But let's continue to see what he's gonna say.
Imagine you're Satoshi Nakamoto, right? Probably I don't need to tell you who that is.
Yeah.
Guy who founds crypto.
The guy who found crypto, Satoshi Nakamoto, founded Bitcoin. He didn't find crypto. There's a difference between crypto and Bitcoin.
You make up something for free, costless to make. People are paying you for it. Fucking hell. Oh my God. The amount you've got on paper, suddenly it's worth like £500,000. Talk about the early days. Fucking hell, £500,000. 5 million quid maybe. But you know, as soon as you start selling it, you might get 200 grand, 300 grand. You can't sell 5 million quid. What are you going to do? If it were me, I'd sell 50 grand. Advertising. Future of money, mate. Look how much it's gone up. I'd use a bit of money to stabilise the price. I might even artificially try and push it up a bit, get a bit of a bubble on it. It's gone up. Sell a bit more advertising. Get more kids in. Sell a bit more advertising. Get more kids in. Sell a bit more advertising.
You know, everything he says doesn't actually apply to Bitcoin. It actually applies to one particular shitcoin that I made a video about. You can see it here, which is XRP. XRP is a centralized shitcoin. Of course, there is a company behind it that bribes people, spends a lot of money. They spent like $5 million to fund this campaign to delegitimize Bitcoin and how it's bad for the environment. Of course, they lobby the government. They pay actors and singers to promote the coin so that people will buy it. So everything he says actually applies to shitcoin like XRP. Doesn't apply to Bitcoin.
My whole plan would be, how much of this can I get in the hands of idiots?
This applies perfectly to Ripple and XRP and the idiots who buy that shitcoin.
And how much of their money can I take? And I would just run it up, and I'd stabilize the price, and I would advertise it, and I would tell.
Of course, I made a video about this. You can watch it if you want to know my views on it. You can watch the video. I'm going to link it here. How Ripple actually controls the majority of the supply of XRP and how, you know, it's not really... It's a shitcoin, basically.
People, it's the future of money. And I would tell people this is going to save the world. And if I made enough, I might think, fuck, maybe I could fund a presidential campaign.
XRP, exactly.
I'm going to get him in, and I'm going to make the government buy it.
Ripple.
It's a fucking...
Yet they could make the government buy it. Well, Donald Trump signed the executive order for the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, whereas the digital asset stockpile, they will not buy new coins for this stockpile. They will only keep what they already have. So even the government, the American government, is a Bitcoin maximalist. They will buy Bitcoin with budget neutral strategies, but they will not be buying XRPs or any other shitcoin.
Scam, man. It's the biggest fucking scam I've seen in my fucking life. And if I was Satoshi Nakamoto, just like all the other coins, my aim would be...
See? He thinks this Bitcoin is just like all the other coins, but it's not. There is no team behind Bitcoin. There is no company behind Bitcoin. In fact, even if Satoshi Nakamoto appears from nowhere, it's not going to change anything because the Bitcoin network operates on proof of work consensus mechanism. Nobody can change the protocol. No one person, no one single entity, no one corporation, not even Satoshi Nakamoto himself if he appears.
Get as much of this money, of this fake money, in the hands of the world's young, hopeful men. Get them to pay me their real money. Use that to buy the stock market. Use that to buy gold. Use that to buy land. Use that to buy houses. You'd be thinking, all you would be thinking is, how can I advertise this? How can I get it out? And I know people will turn around and say, he hasn't sold it. He hasn't sold it. Well, it's very easy to fucking short sell it. Because you can look at his accounts and he hasn't sold it. Short sell it. Short.
If I were Satoshi Nakamoto and I would like to short sell my Bitcoin without selling it, of course, so I'm gonna short sell it to make a profit. How can Satoshi short sell it and make a profit without selling his coins? I mean, if he short sell it, why would the price go down if he didn't sell his Bitcoin? And even if he appears out of nowhere and decides to talk shit about his own creation, which is highly unlikely, even if he does that with the purpose of trying to short sell it, I don't think the Bitcoin community is going to sell. I mean, we believe in Bitcoin precisely because nobody is in charge, precisely because Satoshi has no special privilege or special control over Bitcoin. He doesn't have it. Even if he appears, it's not going to change anything about the Bitcoin network. It has already grown, it has become anti-fragile. So Satoshi Nakamoto himself, if he appears, he can't control it. He can't crash the price. Maybe the price might go down a little bit, and he could short sell it and make a little bit of a profit. But Bitcoin will bounce back. I mean, it survived when China banned mining. It survived the anti-GOX incident. It survived the block size war back in 2017. So Bitcoin survived a lot of things, and it's gonna keep surviving. It just becomes more robust and anti-fragile as the time goes by. So I don't see how Satoshi will make a profit out of short selling his coin if he doesn't appear and if he doesn't sell.
So borrow someone else's crypto and sell it. Sell derivatives. You can easily cover your exposure. You don't need to sell it. For me, if you want to do due diligence on an investment, the first thing you want to check is, does it exist? This is points on the internet, mate.
Okay, so if Bitcoin doesn't exist, what's burning 800 exahash of computing power? What's running on hundreds upon thousands of nodes spread all over the world? What's consuming 20 gigawatts of electric power? What are people putting their real money and energy into to buy and sell and trade 24/7? If Bitcoin doesn't exist, what's the how to say? Who's doing all of this? Who's consuming all this energy? What's consuming all this energy? To say this Bitcoin doesn't exist, it's like saying the internet doesn't exist. Yet you are still using it. I can still see your video because of the internet. It's also pointing a screen. That's not to mention, I think he's going to say this right now, wait.
I know people turn around and say, money is also points on the internet. Well, don't fucking invest in money then.
Of course money is points on the internet. Fiat money, Bitcoin is produced through a process called mining, which requires a lot of energy, computational energy and electric energy, power. Fiat money, which people consider real money, is produced with zero cost. They just write numbers on a screen. The central bank just prints money out of thin air. So which one is the real money? There is a cap of 20 million coins on Bitcoin. There is no cap when it comes to fiat money. Which is the real money, Steven? Is this Bitcoin that requires real energy, real power, real computational power to be produced, and it's capped, or fiat money that can be produced with zero cost at any time, and there is no cap.
Buy fucking real assets. Buy the stock market. Buy gold.
Buy gold. Well, most people also buy gold through exchanges and through banks. So they don't really own the gold. They just see it on their screen. So we can also say it's not real. Okay?
property. Buy land. Buy natural resources. That's what the rich people do. That is
Yeah,
what
that's what the rich people did before Bitcoin. Before Bitcoin existed.
rich people do. Listen, Donald Trump, is he buying crypto or is he selling crypto?
Seems to be selling.
He's selling it.
Well, Donald Trump signed an executive order for the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, not any other shitcoin, not any other. He didn't create a reserve for, I don't know, real estate. He didn't.
Follow the money, mate. This guy made billions selling that. Real money. And he's got
Yeah, follow the money. The Bitcoin ETF were the most successful ETF in the history of ETFs. Follow the money. A lot of people now, all the smart money that's being invested in real estate, which is, how to say, which has a lot of hassle. You have to pay taxes on it. You have to be careful that the government is not going to overregulate it. All the smart money is going to flow into Bitcoin. So if you want to save your money and if you want to be rich 5 years, 10 years from now, don't listen to this bullshit from this neo-Marxist socialist Gary Stevenson, bullshit economics, former trader or whatever. Go buy Bitcoin. Go, don't even listen to me. Go study Bitcoin. Watch my videos. I'm gonna link one here about Bitcoin, but I have a lot of videos about Bitcoin. Go learn about Bitcoin, study Bitcoin, understand Bitcoin, and then look at the people who bought Bitcoin. BlackRock is buying Bitcoin. Follow the money. You are right, Gary Stevenson. Follow the fucking money. BlackRock, the biggest asset manager in the world, is buying Bitcoin. So follow the money, go buy Bitcoin, and you will be thankful 5 years or 10 years or 20 years from now, because because the price of Bitcoin is gonna keep going up. It's your only way to escape this inflationary, corrupt fiat system that we live in. And taxing the rich is not gonna save your economic situation. And watching Gary Stevenson YouTube videos and reading his book about trading game or whatever, or even trading, is not gonna make you rich, and is not gonna save you from the evils of government's manufactured inflation. So yeah, I think enough bullshit from Gary Stevenson. That's all I have to say in this video. Let me guys know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel, send it to a friend of two, and see you in the next one. Take care.